Gregory William Hands is an American-born British Conservative Party politician and was Chief Secretary to the Treasury in the Conservative government. He is the Member of Parliament for Chelsea and Fulham, elected in 2010 in the newly created constituency formed with the splitting of the former constituencies of Kensington and Chelsea as well as Hammersmith and Fulham.Previously, Hands represented the constituency from 2005 to 2010, when it was the Hammersmith and Fulham constituency. Early life and career. Hands was born in New York City, and completed his secondary education at Dr. Challoner's Grammar School, Amersham in 1984. He went on to attend Robinson College, Cambridge, where he was awarded a First in Modern History in 1989. He joined the Conservative Party as a student, served as the chairman of the Cambridge University Conservative Association and was on the executive committee of the Cambridge University Students' Union. During his gap year he worked in a swimming pool in Berlin, and became interested in the Eastern Bloc, visiting Prague and other Eastern European cities on future holidays. He worked on trading floors in the City of London and New York City until 1997. He has dual American-British nationality. Political career. Hands was elected as a councillor in the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham in 1998. He became the leader of the Conservative group in 1999, and remained in that capacity until 2003. He stood down as councillor for the town ward in Fulham at the local elections in 2006. Hands was elected to the House of Commons at the 2005 general election when he gained Hammersmith and Fulham from the Labour Party with a majority of 5,029 votes. The sitting Labour MP Ian Coleman retired due to ill health, and was replaced as Labour's candidate by Melanie Smallman. During March 2010 the UK media reported that Lord Ashcroft donated over £42,000 to fund Hands' 2005 Hammersmith and Fulham campaign. Hands made his maiden speech on the 26th of May 2005, in which he referred to the fact that the BBC was the largest employer in his constituency, and that Hammersmith Broadway was the busiest road interchange in Europe. In 2007, Hands was selected to be the Conservative candidate for the new Chelsea and Fulham parliamentary constituency. His previous seat of Hammersmith and Fulham was abolished for the 2010 general election, with Hammersmith having its own seat, and Fulham joining Chelsea in a new seat. In January 2009, Hands was appointed to the Conservative front-bench team as a shadow Treasury Minister. He is also the parliamentary chairman of Conservative Friends of Poland. Hands was re-elected in the 2010 general election for the new seat of Chelsea and Fulham. He served as parliamentary private secretary to the Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, having shadowed the Treasury in opposition. On the 14th of October 2011, Hands was appointed as an assistant government whip in the House of Commons as a consequence of the mini-reshuffle following the resignation of Dr. Liam Fox as Secretary of State for Defence. In May 2015, following the Conservatives' general election win, Hands was promoted to the position of Chief Secretary to the Treasury and thus the Cabinet. He was made a Privy Councillor in the process. In the 2016 reshuffle following the EU referendum and Theresa May's appointment as Prime Minister, he was made Minister of State for International Trade at the newly formed Department for International Trade.